first of all, haven't given you the Heisman in a while. Here it is for you. Odds to win the Heisman. Wow. Dillon Gabriel. Ducks. Quack, quack, quack. Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, who, of course, was named the Ohio State starter. On and on and on for the Heisman Trophy.
Listen, Jalen Milroe at 14-1 was already on that dais in New York. He's already been there once. Those odds to me are fantastic. I think the odds, same with Dart. I know it sounds crazy, but he's in his 20th year of college football. I think he's in his third year as a starter for Kiffin. I think he's going to go off this year for the Rebels. I really think they're going to be their offense at least going to be exciting. And Will Howard, to me, at that price is another one. I'm not buying Dillon Gabriel in his 40th year of college football. He's never got it done. And they've already got them winning a national championship for the Ducks in the Big Ten. Good luck. And then, I'd actually say I think Carson Beck's better than him already. I think Quinn Ewers is better than him already. But I think that Will Howard guy, I hate to say it because I hate the Buckeyes, but I think he is just going to rack up huge numbers. Their offense is an NFL offense. They have NFL players at every position, and he's going to be slinging it all over the place. 6'4", 250. My man is a cannon waiting to happen. So I'm going with those names: Howard, Milroe, and Dart.
Jaxson Dart. Right. And remember, not only was Milroe up there last year himself, the quarterback who played for Kalen DeBoer in Washington was up there too, Scotty, with Kalen DeBoer now going to Alabama to be with Jalen Milroe. So something else to take into account if you would like. Odds to win the ACC. I wanted to give you this today because I cannot believe, and you're getting more and more of the people who think they know putting out their predictions and prognostications for this coming season. I am stunned how many people think that Miami is going to win the ACC this year. I mean, and I know it's a yearly rite of passage. People talk up the U. I mean, multiple, Scotty, people saying they're making a playoff, they're winning the ACC, they're doing this. The U getting lots of burn out in the world.
Yeah, I got to be honest. Klubnik, whatever his name is, I don't like him at Clemson. He's been terrible as their quarterback as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not buying that team. And I'll tell you what, I hate to say it because there's no one I hate more than the Florida State Seminoles. Their whole team went to the NFL, and now they've reloaded, and they're angry. I think they're the favorite. And then my long shot is NC State. Finally with a running game, finally with a backfield. They have everything else, a sick defense. They got an offense now and a running game and a passing game, a really good coach and staff, and they get no respect whatsoever. Look at that price, 6-1. And then I think a lot of people are buying into SMU. Again, a situation for me where they're going up in weight. They're going up in class. They're going from a conference where they dominated to a conference where they won't.
The other conference that pretty wide open, at least in terms of the major ones, is the Big 12, with Utah being at the top right now. But, of course, you have several teams that are going to be in the mix here. Kansas State, Oak State, UCF, Iowa State, Kansas. I like Kansas and Arizona, honestly, as some deep shots there at 10 and 12-1.
Yeah, I don't deny Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback in Lawrence, but my team here is Iowa State, and I love that price at $9.50. I think Rising will get hurt again like he always does. He never plays. Yeah. The guy's honestly, he's like your buddy that can't keep up with you when you're cranking beers. He's just left behind every year. He's always injured. They got into this conference and immediately became the favorite. I'm like, for what reason? For what reason? Because he's back, the guy that never plays? I'm not going there. I like Iowa State and Campbell. I think they're tough, and I wouldn't disagree with you about how dangerous Kansas and possibly Arizona can be.
Rocco Becht with Iowa State this year. You want to talk about another deep Heisman shot? He's like 150 to 1. He played well for Iowa State last year. Rocco Becht, of course, son of Anthony, former NFL tight end, getting involved in Ames. In terms of Colorado, of course, they weren't on that board. They're in the Big 12. Everybody bets them, though. It's nonstop. It doesn't end. They've moved from 200 to 150 to 1. 4.4% of the money, seventh most, is on Colorado, Scotty, to win the whole thing. And in fact, you always love when I give you big bets. I love giving you big bets. How about this one? One bettor placed a $10,000 on Colorado to win the Big 12. They would win $250 large if they ended up winning. Man, I wish they could have found other ways to spend that $10,000, Scotty, than put it on Colorado.
Yeah, they're not winning the Big 12, and they're not winning the national championship. What that means in Portuguese is they're not winning anything.
$10,000 to win the hey, taking a shot, I guess. Getting behind the pride
That's
train.
when you have FU money.